Good morning, everyone. It's Rifgal. We're continuing our Link to the Past Randomizer run. We are missing, I think we're pretty much just missing the bow and the hook shot here. And we're down to Eastern Palace, Palace of Darkness for crystals with no bow. Which means that the bow is probably in a pendant dungeon. At this point, I think I've covered my overworld bases. I've got a couple one-offs that I can remember offhand. They're all a little out of the... Maybe we do those... No. I think the plan is going to be Swamp Palace, then maybe we'll start looking at one-offs. We've already done Desert. The other option is Ice Palace, and I think that's my last thing I want to do. So, let's start here. Ice Palace is really linear and doesn't have a huge density because of these. Swamp Palace, if I remember correctly, has a pretty high treasure density. It just feels a little longer because you have to do all of the little cutscenes. Offhand, I think the stuff I'm missing is like I haven't done the desert ledge because I didn't mirror over to it. And I didn't do... I think I skipped the digging game on the... on the way with the purple chest. So offhand, that's what I can think of, unless I get other items. Because obviously if I get something like the powder, that opens up one check, the mushroom opens up a check, but I think pretty much everything is like one-offs. Unless we get the hook shot, and then we've also got Hookshot Cave in Death Mountain. Now, obviously, we don't have the hook shot, so this is a pretty limited check here. But that's part of why I want to do it. This is literally just that front section, rather than trying to dig in and do the entire dungeon. So this should be the only cutscene we have to sit through, and unless we find what we're looking for. I hope we don't end up on a wild goose chase, but it is what it is. Because I think like the worst thing we could find here would be, like, if we get the hook shot now, that opens up a bunch of other checks. And then we'd have to go deeper through the dungeon just in case it's the bow somewhere else in the dungeon. Yeah, we find the bow here, that makes the rest easy, because we just go finish Eastern, we finish. Pod, and then if we still need to, we can do the bow. Oops. So I'm not even 100% sure we need the hook shot. I think we do, but there may... I think there's bonkable sections for pretty much everything with that. The other downside here is that would potentially mean we don't have the silvers, because we're still missing the bow, and that is also a bit disturbing, because the silver arrows are in one of the other off dungeons. That could be bad. Great. Well, I think the plan remains the same. Except now we get to do the back of this dungeon. Honestly, that is a pretty high-density area, once again. Lots of treasure. So, it's better than nothing, question mark? And it's gonna open up the treasure chests, the treasure in the Hookshot Cave on Death Mountain. Unfortunately, that would involve going back up to Dark Death Mountain a second time. When we've already done Turtle Rock. I will also say, I think, as long as we can find the bow, as far as, I don't think I'm gonna deep search for silver arrows at this point. Like, if we find the bow before we get to Ice Palace, I don't see a reason to go to Ice Palace before Ganon's Tower, I guess. I don't know. I'm just kind of trying to think through, like, the best way to do this, and anything that makes us progress is better than things that don't make us progress, which is part of the reason I didn't really want to do this in the first place. And did do the math right, it's an item, but unfortunately, it is not the item we need. We did still get the hook shot, which is better than nothing. This is already a pretty long seed, and I'm already still feeling rusty, so I'm not gonna feel too bad. Let's go ahead. I think at this point, like I said, let's go back and do our last couple of overworld checks quick. His is probably not the most efficient routing. Probably should have gone and done shovel game first, question mark. This is a pretty big oversight to not do checkerboard while I was doing my area. This is a lot of digs. Better be worth it. That was worth it. 2 seconds left. Wow. I would have been really upset if that was if that had not worked out, or if I had missed the treasure when I was that close. Okay, so with a bow in hand, let's do... I think at this point we go do Palace of Darkness, we do Mirror to Eastern. With all of our crystals in tow, we go back up to Death Mountain, Hookshot Cave, Ganon's Tower, and then if we still need... Actually, maybe we just do Ganon's Tower before Hookshot Cave even? We'll see what... Because if we don't find silver arrows at that point, we can use the clue to figure out where they are. So if we find the big key early, do we full clear Ganon's Tower, or do we... That sounds like a depends on how, if we need it. Let's not overthink until we get to that point. Because right now, we may find them here in Palace of Darkness. This should be a key. But at this point I want to be thorough. We do have a spare key, which I think is for this door. Which usually means this is a key also. But we've already opened most of the doors also. Oh, it wasn't. Okay, good. A key. There's our other little key. See if I can. Oop. See if I can still pull this off. Thought that was doable. Come on. There we go. I think this is probably faster than going back. Like than walking back out of the maze. And then we should be able to just head straight up here. Seriously? That could have definitely gone worse. We'll take it. King hold the sword out, keeps you lined up, and it gives it a slight range extension when you swing the hammer. Eight arrows. Added a sword slash in there so it was less. Half magic. Not what we're looking for, but useful. Missed the skeleton glitch both times through this. We still got 3. Normally there are, I think, 5 skeletons that spawn in that area. It's been a while, so I don't actually remember. But if you move in a certain pattern, you can kill them before it becomes a problem, and it'll automatically give you... basically, you can just kill them before they spawn. And the ideal is 2. So you kill 2, and it's just the only 2 that appear. Okay, so that was our last crystal. Like I said, at this point, we do have a bunch of things that could come up, but I really don't want to go looking when there is such a variety of possibilities. So I think what we're going to do is just go straight to Ganon's tower, because the only thing we're missing at this point is either silver arrows or a gold sword to make the fight doable. Technically, you can beat Ganon without silver arrows, as long as you've got at least, I think it's at least the Master Sword, but it takes a lot of work, so it's not worth it. To me specifically, since I am not that good at this game. Because it's something like, I want to say with the Tempered Sword, it's either 16 or 32 spins and it's spin slashes that you have to do in his final form when you would normally use silver arrows, and it's like a lot of them. Actually, yeah, I think it's 16 for tempered, 32 for master sword, and 8 for gold, which is why gold would be... Okay, let's just do this quick while we're here, I guess. We are literally walking by it. It feels silly not to. I mean, it'll at least make Ganon's tower easier. It's not what we were looking for. So I think technically the thing that would give us the most information at this point would be, if we don't find silvers here, or the gold sword, would be six. Powder is going to be one check that we've got access to now. Yeah, let's go full left. This is the room I couldn't remember if you needed... Looks like you do actually need hookshot. I don't think you can bonk off of that far enough. There's our big key already, unfortunately. So my question at this point becomes, how far do I go into Ganon's tower? Because, like, we could technically beat the game now. And when we get to Ganon, he will tell us the location of the silver arrows if we don't find them. So I guess my thought process right now is kind of, if I want to, I could, like, full clear the basement here, just so I don't have to come back. And then if it's in a weird one-off location or ice palace, I could go do that. Or I could just try it without. Clearly it has been too long. I'm forgetting the patterns on these. Skip the invisible maze. Ooh, this could be a problem. Actually, that is a problem. I don't have enough arrows. So I guess maybe that answers that question. Let's go ahead and just climb the rest, I guess. And maybe this will be an opportunity for personal growth, we'll call it. I mean, I suppose just because I haven't done Ganon with Spin Slash's Tempered Sword doesn't mean I can't. And if I remember right, I've got like 3 or 4 potions. So we probably should be good. Like, at worst, we can be patient. And I think they're even, I want to say they're blue potions. I think it might be like 3 blue and a green. So we could even do like cape with do cape with tempered sword spins. I think that's doable. That doesn't feel too bad. Because, yeah, there's totally a chance that it would be, like, powder into mushroom into something into Ice Palace, or, yeah. You know, I tried to be fancy for once, and I totally botched it. I should have just taken the 3 instead of trying to dash through. There's a way you can kill all of them in one cycle. Like you can the first room. And I have never done it before, and I probably shouldn't have tried it at this point when I'm already feeling super rusty. That was a miss. that was pain. Bully Moldarm. It's not the hope chest. Okay, so it's either buried behind something or it's an ice palace at this point. We'll give it a shot. If I fail horribly at the spin strats, then I can always know where it is and go back for it. Triple. That's nice after those couple bad ones. Let's do this. I suppose it could also be Pyramid Fairy. I hadn't even thought of that. But yeah, well, thanks for dropping in. The first passengers in a hot air balloon were a duck, a sheep, and a rooster. What? I assume that's actually a fact, but I don't know for sure. Okay. Did you find my arrows, or the arrows in my tower? No, I didn't. Okay. So if we need it... That could have gone better. I got a whole 0 spins off, so I think that's a good sign. I think that's a good sign that we go back and, like, there's not that much left that it could, where it could be in Ganon's tower. Unfortunately, that does mean we need to go back through all of the travel for it. That's not too bad. Right? Right? I think technically it's faster to go up in the light world and cross Turtle Rock, but that's a technicality, and it doesn't let me do, or it doesn't let me continue practicing the block clip with the hook shot, which I didn't even mention the first time, and I am very proud of. So, I mentioned in the last video that you can... that's why I'm proud, because that second one's hard. That when you push a block, you can clip through the... You can shoot an item through it. In this case, you can use the hookshot to pull yourself through it. And the cool part with that, in this case, is that the blocks start out kind of staggered next to each other. So what you do is you have to be like halfway between the block, and it'll pull you into the block on the right as it's pushing. And then you can go to the right without having to go back up the stairs again. However, I have only successfully done it once before, maybe twice. And that one time that I can remember was on this video. Okay, so we've done the west side. So that means that we just cleared the east side and we're good. It's gotta be there. East side is a lot less populated. That's why we do west side first. And also it involves this. Actually, that had to be a key, but unfortunately we needed it either way. Maybe too slow here. Yeah. Well, the good news is we've got our arrows. Now we enter the kind of the dry spell here, as I forget how that works. Okay, that's weird. That's the first time that you can't do that. Normally you can go down on the bottom edge of those and it doesn't mess it up. So yeah, those last two rooms are kind of annoying and don't have any... don't have any treasure chests. This room's also annoying and doesn't have any treasure chests, so that's why normally... Oh, this one also. Forgot about that. And this just takes you back here. So normally what you would do, if you were doing... if you were trying to do this as efficiently as possible, would be... You would do the first half of the left side. Then you would do the first half of the right side, then you would do the back half of the left side, and then finally you would do the basement and the tile rooms. And with the tile room the second room we did, being absolute last. At this point, there's not a whole lot left. I think there's like 3 treasure chests here, plus, I think it's 3 here, and then, is it big chest? There we go. How risky do I want to be? We have 7 arrows. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. I'm trying to think if there's another spot where I know there's some arrows quick, and I can't think of one, so I think we're just gonna risk it. You only need 4, so as long as I don't miss, we're fine. Oh, we didn't beat Aghanim, so it's not gonna let us do the warp at the castle gate. I hate everything. What's the fastest way to Pyramid? I think this is the fastest way. Not 100% sure. We are still low on magic, but like I said, we've got a bunch of potions. I'll probably just pop a potion before we actually even get there. But I'll wait till we're actually at the pyramid. Probably once we're done with the hammer. Which is now. That was a very well-placed bomb. That was totally unintentional. Okay. We start with the hookshot equipped. That should be enough. While you're using the hook shot, it actually gives you invincibility frames, which is how we were not getting hit as the bats were moving there. I hate everything. So if you're not familiar with the Ganon fight, what I was trying to do there was line up because the torch goes out. Like a sheep and a rooster, yes. I totally forgot to re-equip. Yeah, I'm feeling like this is some of the absolute worst Ganon fights that I have had in quite a while. And it's kind of impressive. Okay. And I totally missed the glitch there, but we got our first shots off with silver. Oh, well, that was awful. Couple dumb oversights that ended up costing me a lot of time. Just bad timing on going through things and not taking the time to go back through them. We're at something like 230 something, I think. And way more deaths than I'm comfortable with. Yeah. But, like I said, I haven't played this randomizer for a while. It was a good de-rust. There were a few things that I didn't think about when I was going through it. And there was a few spots where I just played poorly. Like Ganon, mostly. I felt pretty good about a lot of the other sections, considering the equipment I had, so... Oh, the second, Landmalus fight also was terrible. And getting knocked down by Moldorm. Yeah, no. Pretty much everything I did today, I played terribly. We'll go with that. I'll accept that. Yes, yeah, the first video, I felt like I did pretty well. Yeah. Didn't find gold sword. Which is fine. And didn't get the spin strats. If I was more practiced, if I was in a better, mental state at this point, then I might have kept trying. But I really didn't want to sit there and mess with it when I'm not comfortable doing it in the first place, when I was already a little tilted from a few of the other things we'd run into. And with my health already low, that meant I was going to have to possibly use multiple potions. And I didn't really want to go and try spin strats without those potions. Especially because if I failed again, then I'd have to do the Ganon fight yet again. Which I did anyway, but my point stands. I didn't know I was going to have to at that point. There are moments when I appreciate the fact that FF4 Randomizer starts with the quote-unquote back half of the credits. The data. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna cut the video forward at this point. Okay. The important stuff. Boots took a while to get. We did most of our boss fights with the tempered sword. A lot of damage. I actually don't remember those particular stats. 2 deaths. And 2 falls at Ganon, which is kind of a death. Only 6 minutes menu time, which I am pretty happy with. I need to get around to trying the RL switches. I was right on the money. 234. Actually, I think I said 235 for their time, and that's right where it's at. Collection rate, 181. Yeah. Like I said, it was a fun way to hop back into this. I think I'm going to try and do some more while I'm doing Final Fantasy IV as my main game, so that I'm not doing Final Fantasy IV alongside Final Fantasy IV. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.